right, but good. Now we live and connected. How you doing? How you been?
I'm good. How you?
I'm pretty good. I'm glad to have you on and honestly just get an update. I was telling the viewers that last time you were on, we talked about your single that had came out, Taking No Breaks. We
hmm
went into deeper detail about that, how it went viral. We spoke about how you went to Clark Atlanta, your scholarship. So this interview now is just kind of get a little bit deeper, and then we might brush up on your new project,
Nice.
and
All
then
right,
just
bet.
talk about basically you as an artist and how you been in your headspace mentally since 2025.
Yeah. You know, it's been a crazy journey. Things have been up and down. More so up nowadays.
Good.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I was ducked off for a little bit, just trying to recalibrate the team. Really.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. Like really, just make sure I was surrounding myself around the people that I should have been. Um, and with that being said, I took a little detour on the back end of 2024, just trying to get my team together. Um, and yeah, now I feel like now in 2025 we coming full force ahead. Um, they hold me accountable. They make sure we have meetings every week. So, it's definitely some things on the up and up. And I'm just excited to see what's to come. To be honest with you.
Ooh, now you dive right into the team. So I was gonna talk about that a little later, but I think we should
Oh, I'm so
opportune it
sorry,
now.
man.
No, you good. You perfectly fine. That's why I like the interviews to be naturally flowing because y'all bring up, some of the stuff that's already on my list.
Yeah.
But how do you pick out your team?
I ain't gonna lie, my team kind of picked me.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie. Everything from my management, like shout out Damo. You feel me? Like he sought me out. Um, Stephanie, she's kind of like my legal representation, but she also works in music as an entertainment lawyer. So, she's well connected, obviously. She sought me out, got me connected with, a content girly that actually went to Clark. So we keep it all in the family. Safari, like we just it all grew organically, to be honest. And I think that's the most beautiful thing about it, to be honest. I really didn't really pick them out. And to think that I was surrounded around them and didn't even like know them, like I probably brushed past Safari and never even met her before, and never said a spoke a word to her, even laid eyes on her for real. And to think 5 years later we get to work, you know what I'm saying? I think that's the most beautiful thing, is like those full circle moments for real. So I think that's the coolest thing about my team for real. It's all organic.
And what do you look for? I know you said that they really pick you out, but what do you look for in that person?
It's funny because I was just talking to them about this. Like, I think I'm a very emotional creature.
Wait,
And
what's
so
your sign? What's your sign? We have to go there. Okay.
Scorpio. So it makes
Yep, makes
sense,
sense.
right? It makes sense,
Yep.
right? So I'm a very emotional creature, and with that being said, I always put my heart on my sleeve. I wear that shit on my sleeve, and I put my emotions on Front Street. So the biggest thing for me is like loyalty, for real. Like shit that I wouldn't do to somebody, I wouldn't expect them to do to me, and I would hold them. I would expect them to hold me to a certain regard that I would hold them to. Um, and yeah, it's just all about the loyalty and making sure that um you moving intentionally with everything you're doing. I don't care if you just my videographer and you recorded my content. Like if I posted it, like if I posted your art, you should be showing me love, and we should be showing each other love, reciprocating
Yeah.
that love. So you're not the person I need to be around. You feel me? It's just like little things like that, and obviously it's bigger things too. But those little things, if they slip through the cracks, it could create like a virus, and I don't like any loose ends on my team at all. And that's why we had those conversations weekly and daily, and yeah, we stay well connected. I even shoot them like rough music. If I haven't went to the studio, recorded it just at the crib or just on my phone or something like that. Like we talk about everything in between business, music, content creation, thoughts for the future, everything. So I love them folks for real.
Yeah, definitely. I love to hear that. And you speak on like making sure both of y'all grow together. So that's definitely really important. I know a lot of the times it'll be like one person grows and the other person is, just kind of there.
Yeah.
But working as a team, that definitely provides that
Yeah.
longevity. But did
Yeah.
your team help you with picking out the rap snacks unsigned freestyle with
Um,
going and doing that?
Nah. When I did that Rap Snack freestyle, I wasn't even dealing with them yet. That's what I'm saying. Like this all happened so suddenly at the back end of 2024. Yeah. I got plugged in with the Rap Snack stuff just off the strength that I do. You know, like I said, I move with pure intention. So people always show love when they got opportunities arising and everything like that. And I like to take my cap off to them. And I just got plugged in. Somebody that was looking for some talent, and I'm talented, so I was able to fit in. And yeah. So no, they didn't help me pick that out. That's something that I just had on the tuck. Like that song is a perfect example of just having like clips and ammo. Like I got so much music that's unreleased, and it was just sitting, just taking up space, to be honest with you. And that's kind of like what we want to change in 2025 is just being more consistent. You know, it's not like we don't got the music. It's not like we don't got the sound. So that's probably one of our biggest things right now.
Definitely. I get that. What are you implementing to make sure that you stay consistent? Because I know, and I ask that because I know a lot of artists, creators, and entrepreneurs, they have that issue with consistency, but that consistency is what gets you the most results. So kind of give me an idea of what you're doing that might be able to help someone else.
So like I said, my team hold me very accountable. I'm very introverted, despite, public opinion, and, I gotta be on Front Street because of what I do and via socials and things like that. But I'm really an introverted person. I don't really do too much. So a lot of times they gotta hold me accountable. So you gotta surround yourself around people that's holding you accountable, because, that's how you're gonna get it out, because it's but at the end of the day, it's your work, and if you love it, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna put in the time, you're gonna put in the work, you're gonna put in the effort. And I think right now, being as though I'm in Atlanta, but I'm from LA, a lot of the studios that show love, or I really only go to one dude to record, shout out Noise. It make it a little hard sometimes for me to be able to shout out Rico, man, doing his thing on tour with No Cap No. But yeah, no, since I'm from LA, I only record really with my boy Noise out of LA. And it was a little hard in 2023, 2024 to be able to do that, because I was trying to like see what Atlanta was feeling like, or like where I could get in, where I could fit in terms of like my Atlanta family, and see, but it really just wasn't. It's like sometimes when you got that unsaid chemistry with somebody, like you just got to do it however that scene fits. So this new year, I've just made it a personal mission to just keep flying back to the crib, back to the land, back to the. I wasn't going so much. I would just write. I probably write like 6 months worth of music and then go fly out to LA and record something. But now I'm trying to record. I'm trying to go out there and record like once every 2 months, and really just come with clips and ammo to the studio to record, and come back out here. And here is where I got my love content, like with my boys, like shout out T Wilkes and all them, like my camera crew and stuff be out here. But I don't have a camera crew in LA. So it kind of works out. I go out there, focus on the audio. I come out here, I focus on the visuals. Yeah. So I'm able to have the best of both worlds and really just get the best out of my catalog. And I haven't even been able to showcase exactly what the plan is right now via socials. I've only had that one recent reel drop, but it's plenty of that to come. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to start this little short form content, and really just being more intentional with it. So for sure, like it's a plan in motion for sure. You just got to want it. That's all I can really say. You got to want it.
Absolutely. I get that. Dive a little bit into, I know in 2022, let me kind of re-jog your memory a little bit. I know you sent out like a mass post about a major record label or something reaching out to you, and they basically said that you have the sound, you got everything. The only thing that you need is engagement. Can you speak a little bit on that?
Yes. So as we know, the industry changing. And with the industry changing, you got to change with it. And me being an introvert, I try not to claim that so much, but it is what it is. I am what I am. And so with that, I gotta be able to move with the motion of the business. And the industry, from what I'm seeing in the industry, it ain't more so the talent if you don't have the engagement, if you don't have the widespread eyes on you, you know what I'm saying? Not just
like the community.
The community got to be riding behind you, and I know that the talent is there, and that's when I kind of, it clicked in my mind after talking with the major that like, damn, like it's really more than what I'm doing. Like I'll never make it doing what I'm doing, so I could just stay content and do what I'm doing and hope I'm a diamond in the rough, or I could really get busy and get my hands dirty. So that's what it is. You know, it ain't always easy flying out 4-5 hours across the country to go record, to come back and then shoot the visuals for it. Like it ain't always gonna be easy, and it ain't always gonna be sweet, but you know what I'm saying? It's just something you got to do. And in the long run, it's going to work out because that's what they're looking for. So if they're looking for, you know, that engagement and that content creation, and what's the easiest way to do that is just to you know what I'm saying? I got suave about me. You know what I'm saying? I got projects in mind. So I just got to put that to work. And where I lack, I think my team backed me up on. So we really only destined for greatness. I ain't going to lie.
Right.
I ain't going to lie.
It's the confidence for me. Okay, let's go. So right now, are you in Cali or are you in Atlanta?
I'm in Atlanta. I'm at the crib right now. I'll be flying back out to LA March 14th. Anybody that want to work, hit me. I'll be out there March 14th through the 17th. I'll be flying back out there again in like May. So I got it all booked. I'm booked and busy, man. I'm just trying to get it, you know.
What are some of the projects that you have coming up, or any performances?
No performances yet. I'm gonna try to spend the block on the performances in the summertime. You know, that's when it starts getting crazy. So the summer probably gonna be a big one, especially since I'm back in the city a lot more. My management probably makes sure I get some things in the city just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, we keeping home plate protected. But in terms of projects, like I said, we got that short form vibe getting ready to come. I don't know if you took a look at the last reel. If y'all haven't taken a look at the last reel, go take a look at the last reel, man. Plenty of that coming up. Just really trying to get cinematic and really just tell stories through my music for real. Got a big drop coming. I'm finna drop my next, single. Not gonna say the name or the date yet, but it is coming. It's here. It's loaded up in my phone. I'm just trying to put the pieces together and make sure I got eyes in the right direction before I put something like that out, and then we running it up. Look, like Dre said, run it up. We run it up. Yeah. Otherwise, I am looking to drop. My team been talking about this a lot lately because I haven't dropped like a full length project, and I had an interview with Dejan Paul that ain't released yet. It'll be coming out soon. Where he talked about that I hadn't released no full length project, and it really got my mind, kind of going. And we definitely gonna drop a project this year because it's been a while. It's been like 2-3 years, so it's definitely time. We overdue for sure. But I have been cultivating my sound, and I didn't want to use none of the old stuff that I had been working on, and I just kind of wanted to revamp. And now that I've revamped, I got enough to make it happen, but. It got to be divine timing, and we watching it closely for sure.
Right. So for those that don't know, or like new viewers that are hopping on and going to follow you and things like that, what is your sound?
In Atlanta, I hear when I play my shit for people in Atlanta, they be like, "Bro, you sound so West Coast." I don't hear it. I don't hear it at all. And when I go back West Coast, they don't hear West Coast. So I mean, I have a select few that sound like on some poppy West Coast type beat, but not a lot. It's really hard to really tell you. I don't really have a lane, and I know that sounds cliche, but I don't have a lane because I take muses from everywhere. Like I listen to Drake, I listen to Kendrick, I listen to Cole, like the Mount Rushmore niggas. Like I've dived into them deeply. Like in college, I was banging Take Care like it was nothing. Like I wish I could hit them notes, but I can't. So it is what it is. But like I find a nice way to make it like a soulful, edgy, street kind of like. It's really hard to explain, man. I'm really in a lane of my own, and I appreciate that for sure. Because I can't to not be able to put it into words is probably a bigger flex than anything. Yeah.
One of the things that stuck out to me when I went to your YouTube channel were the visuals for Bad News. Yeah. So I want to jump into that and talking to a little bit about that. I like it because it has like the P&B rock party next door type vibe, and I'm an R&B girly, so of course I love that song.
Yep. And I I show my love to my R&B girlies. I like the R&B vibe too. I remember real early in my career, my management Damo, bro, he used to always try to push for these like little strip club joints. I'm like, bro, I'm incapable. Like, I'm incapable. I don't be in strip clubs. I don't be outside. Like, I'm at the crib playing Fortnite. I'm incapable of making strip club music. And eventually, I broke through to him, and like he got over it, and he like, bro, I've like he's always patted me on the back about that, like not being it, not letting nobody, like even in the first deal I had. You know what I'm saying? And Bad News was a part of that first deal. You feel me? Like, I didn't like that sound. And
Really?
and that's crazy, right? It's crazy because
Yeah.
it sounds good. You would think I love that shit. I don't. I didn't. I didn't. I've grown to love it. I didn't love it then, just because I wasn't where I felt like I needed to be. And you know, you are who you surround yourself around, and that energy is a powerful thing. So, but yeah, nah. So yeah, the R&B is where it's at for sure. I love them samples. I love all that shit.
Um, let's talk about, because you said it was released with a different crew. Bad News was released with a different crew. Can we talk a little bit about that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the transition into your new crew from the old crew.
I'm not gonna lie, the transition was hard. That was like my first taste of like real like industry business shit, like where like the pieces just not really meshing, and you gotta have those hard conversations, and sometimes you have to have that amicable separation. And luckily I was able to have that amicable separation where it's like no bad blood. You know, we both parties kind of just walked away. Getting, you know, whatever it is they wanted, not like kind of shortchanging anybody, short end of the stick. You know, we really broke 50-50. So, but I was appreciative of the moment. I was appreciative of the opportunity because, like I said, it was my first taste of like real reality of like the industry and how quick shit could change. And, you know, from a business perspective, from a financial perspective, everything, like, 1 minute you got it, 1 minute you don't. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got to have your ducks in a row for shit like that. And I'm appreciative of that moment because I'm glad that it happened earlier rather than later. Like, I don't have no kids. I don't got, you know, I don't have big majors backing me, sponsorship and shit like that. Like, I'm at ground zero with the shit. So I nothing really, none of my business really got tampered with, but it could have been. And I'm glad I was able to see that for what it was, and really grow from it. And at the time I thought, I'm like, damn, back against the wall for sure. Yeah. And at that time I didn't know nobody on my team except my manager, Damo. I didn't know nobody on my team at that time. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, bro, I felt like transparency moment. Like, I felt like my career was over. I'm like, damn, like, I'm like, damn, I didn't get dropped. We both left the situation. So I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm like, whatever's before ground zero, I'm at that. Like, that's what I'm feeling like. And yeah, slowly pieces started to put itself together, and the music, you know, sewed up those wounds rather quickly. And, you know, faith have it, you know, I ran into the people I needed to run into, and we was able to, you know, surgically put the shit back together. And now I feel like we stronger than ever. Like, that's where that confidence come from. I don't feel like the confidence was what it was when I was with that first label. And you know, it ain't always just the nitty gritty of it all. It could just be real simple shit. Like, I mean, shit, if you're not spending the money and we signed, what am I signed for? If you ain't spending a check. So like, whatever you asking me to do, I could do by myself. So that's how I felt. That's how I felt. And that's where the confidence come from. I feel like my team's just giving me everything that I needed to be able to, you know, come out swinging in 2025. And yeah, we're gonna do that for sure.
So what are some ways to make money as an artist? Like, I know you can do performances and stuff, but what are other ways that maybe you have utilized or that you've looked into as far as making money as a recording artist?
Yeah, so it's a couple different ways. One of the biggest things that I've been trying to get into, and everybody can't do it, obviously, because of genres of music, and capabilities with your pen. Like I said, I don't have no barriers. So like licensing, like syncing your music on like games and TV and shit, and film and stuff like that. Like, obviously every genre of music not gonna cut it. But if you can make like some, I don't want to say pop, but anything that's viewership friendly, that sound good, you could really make some good money off that. Another thing that I've kind of been getting into, and I can't I can't say names and stuff like that, but like songwriting, like, if you good at what you do, man, there's multiple ways, there's back doors into this shit for sure. Like, Songwriting. I've been songwriting. I've been writing songs lately, like the past couple of weeks, past couple months for real, for like probably like 3 or 4 of the hardest, biggest rappers,
Dope.
artists out right now, and some of them female. So
Mm-hmm.
like so much, it's so much that could be done with it. Like as long as you're good with your pen, it's so many opportunities that could come out of this shit, man. Imagine, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a rabbit hole, but it's ways to get paid in this game for real. Just make sure all your paperwork right, and just simply having your paperwork right to get you paid. Your music alone, more than half the time, I bet you niggas don't even got their paperwork together. Like they BMI, ASCAP, like all of, like you gotta have your paperwork together. Like you seen just recently that Lefty Gunplay dude on that Kendrick song not getting paid. He didn't have his paperwork together. You gotta have your paperwork together. Like,
and
that's
who's your mentor, like, that told you make sure you have your paperwork together, or set you down and was like, okay, make sure you get your legal team? I know you speak on that a little bit. Was there anyone in particular?
Yeah. Damo for sure. I didn't, my manager, yeah. I didn't know much about it, and I probably wouldn't have looked into it at all. Like I said, the first deal kind of taught me about all of that, but he made sure that I was covered, you know, in that it wasn't no funny business going on, so that I was able to, you know, move freely and not have to worry about that and have that chip on my shoulder. But yeah, he got me well versed with that paperwork shit very, very early. And adding Stephanie to the team, you know what I'm saying? She more on the legal side, but she come with motion, and she come with ideas, and she come with her perspectives and shit like that. And she makes sure that we don't do no bad business with niggas either, just because they gonna think legal first. They gonna think paperwork first, you know? Like, we just had a really big opportunity come up with like a merch branding deal, but the paperwork wasn't really all together. So not that we had to pass on it, but until the paperwork come together, we really can't talk about nothing, because that's another reason why, like, little artists like me get fucked over in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the last deal I had. Like, I had to make sure I got out of it before I dropped anything else, because everything that happened before y'all gonna, when I'm at Rolling Loud 10 years from now, y'all gonna be plastering that shit. Y'all gonna be plastering that shit. The money y'all wasn't spending back then, y'all gonna try to spend now that I done did all the footwork. And that's why I was like, I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out of this. So you really just gotta stay on your Zoom on this shit. Like, for real, I can't lie.
No, I completely get it. Hopping into you off stage, and beside being a recording artist and things like that, you said you watching or you playing Fortnite. So what else are you doing? Are you Netflixing? Like, what is it? Tubi? What you doing on your channel?
Nah, I'll be ducked off. I just be playing Fortnite with my best friends, man. I'll be with my girl. I'll be out the way. I'll be watching, like, you gonna think this shit funny, but like Real Housewives of Potomac and like Married to Medicine and all that shit. Like, man, I used to be a real hater against like reality TV, but that shit is good television. Like, it's always gonna be some drama.
Your girl has you watching?
She got me watching.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you how I know that it happened. She was watching it, and you was looking, and you was like, "Man, I ain't finna watch."
Literally.
That. You kept watching it. You was looking over her shoulder. That's how it always.
Literally, and you get caught to it. You get caught on it. Like, you don't like it until you like it. And you like, no, that bitch didn't.
Yep.
Like some shit like that. Like, so yeah, for sure, that shit funny.
Cool. Did you get a chance to check out Drewski's "Could Have Been Love" yet?
No, I actually looked at a little bit of it. I like what he's doing though. I love what he's doing. I'm glad he was able to cultivate his own little like world. Like, his own little world. And that's my biggest thing right there. Just taking advantage of the moment and taking advantage of the platforms you got. Like, for me, the short form content idea kind of came about like on some, like, you know, I got music and I be dropping it and shit like that, but I haven't dropped in a while. And I want to give myself more than a fighting chance to, you know, be discovered and things like that. So why wouldn't I put my shorts out there on Front Street on social media and just really cultivate a visual representation of who I am. Give myself more than a fighting chance, more than just dropping music and giving myself that, bro. It's 100,000 motherfuckers dropping in one day. You know what I'm saying? So give myself multiple ways to really pop off and do my thing. And I feel like Drewski did that. Like, that shit started somewhere, you know? I didn't even know that the audition shit ventured off into like this could have been house, like this Flavor Flav ass idea. Like it's just, bro, you got to just see it through. And that's what I'm doing now in 2025. We're seeing it through.
Good. Okay, so real quick, where do you see yourself within the next few years with your music?
Um, on some stages, popping off. Working with the biggest artists. Them trying to work with me. Um, and really just putting on for where I come from. And really just um continuing to move with my purpose and in my own intentional steps, and keeping my team right beside me every step of the way, and just not switching up. I see myself on the biggest stages, on the biggest albums, on the biggest platforms. We'll be back here. We'll be back
Yeah.
here 5 years from now.
The
Shit,
home team.
you already know what it is. Home plate for real.
What's some dream collabs that you have in mind?
Niggas don't shoot, man. Probably like Drake,
Oh, no, we
Cole.
love Drake over
Yeah,
here.
Drake and Cole, man. Drake, Cole, those guys, man. Argue with your mama. You feel me? Like them niggas is hit makers, and I feed so much. Like I feed so much off their muse and in the sound and the music today, and I feel like it's paying homage more so than it is like biting off some shit. Like, yeah, that's my dream collab for sure.
Cool, dope. And then did you see the Super Bowl performance?
I did.
Let me get
I did see it.
started.
I did see it. I loved it, bro. Bro, one thing K Dot gonna do is he gonna step. He gonna step for this right here, and he gonna step for what he believe in. And I mean, I can appreciate it. I'm an artist, so I think artists first. I'm not thinking all this extra social media shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking artists first. And as an artist, he put that shit together very well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it looked very good. Serena doing her shit. Samuel L. Jackson off to the side doing his shit. Like he really put the puzzle together, and that's what it be about. Being able to just get your vision across, and he did that with the utmost for sure.
Yeah, and I think that was something that we needed for, of course, the political climate, but especially for Black History Month. Like, he really did it for the culture.
Yeah, for sure. The only thing I will say, just because you said that Black History shit, the only thing I wish my nigga would have did was play some more old school bangers. Like if I was a sinner. Oh man, nigga, you got some shit. Use that shit. But it's cool. It's cool because I know it's a marketing thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was doing his shit that's under his Lang label. So I get it for money reasons. Like, he ran it up for sure. He had a time. A time was had.
So, any closing remarks before I let you go?
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for spinning the block. I appreciate your platform. And, beautiful shit to come in 2025. We got a single dropping in the next month or two. I will just give you that tidbit. About a month or two, we got a single dropping. And just stay tuned, man. The project is gonna keep dropping. Just stay tuned, for sure.
All right. Tune in. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. I really appreciate you. And I'm excited to see everything that's in store. And I'll definitely keep my page on lock and keep paying attention to you so I can make sure I know when those things drop too.
Say less. Yeah, feel free. Anytime, reach out. I got you. We on that.
Cool. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Enjoy yours.
All right. Now, summer's only one season, but stick with me where it's summer year round. I'll see y'all next time. If you want to see more, make sure you tune on to our YouTube channel at More Than Network. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.